back. Hey everyone, it's Monique Renewed. Welcome back for another video. This is a new video for the new year and I'm super excited to be back. I took a little break, so today we're going to start this year off with a story time. So this is something new that I'll be doing on my channel. So if you don't know me, my name is Monique Renewed. If you're new here, welcome. I make Christian-based content videos and I share my encounters and my experiences in relationship with God to help others get to know him better. And I also explain Bible-based content. So if that's what you're into, I would love it if you would subscribe and join the family. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for joining me today. So let's get into today's video. This is about the time where I felt like God contacted me at work through someone else. I'm going to explain. I know this sounds weird. So if you don't know, I used to work as a pharmacy technician at a call center, right? So this is where you take phone calls from doctor's offices, pharmacies, patients, whatever, and try to help them out. So I'm at work, right? And I pick up the phone call. Thank you for calling. My name is Monique, pharmacy technician. How may I help you?
I want to speak to your top management supervisor.
So this man is literally screaming and yelling through the phone. He's talking about how... No, let me back up. Let me back up a little bit. The first thing that came out of his mouth was, I want to speak to your top management supervisor now. And you know what's so weird? I'm going to show y'all. I wrote this down, okay? I wrote it down right after it happened. So this happened April 24th, 2019. And I wrote it down in my journal. I was very diligent about, my journey with God. And I was documenting a lot of things. And this is like one of the craziest things, just one, that happened. He says, I want to speak to your top management supervisor right now. And he's screaming at the top of his lungs. Literally, you know how somebody's, I don't know, like if somebody's yelling at you, you can feel your heart racing. My hands were shaking at this point. And my voice is, you hear my voice, I'm like really upset because he's like yelling at me. So, and he starts talking. He's like, if you don't have money in this world, then you're nothing. And I used to be a top pharmaceutical rep. Now I have to rely on the system and the system's broken and all that. So he starts going off on a rant. So he has to speak to the top management supervisor, right? And I'm like, okay, I have to first get information from you. Obviously, I can't just transfer the phone call and not get anything from you first. So, I get his information and then I get to the issue, which was he needed a prior authorization for his medication. If you don't know what a prior authorization is, it's basically a pre-approval that you get before you can get your medication. So some insurances require that a doctor submit certain information so they can review to determine medical necessity, to determine if they're going to pay for it or not, if it's necessary. So that's what he's yelling about. He needs a prior authorization. And then he says, well, I tell him, I'm like, you have to get your doctor's office to call us so we can get the ball rolling on your prior authorization. And that's why you can't get your medication at the pharmacy. And he's like,
Well, can you call the doctor's office?
At my job, they had like this on and off again rule where you can't make outbound calls or you're going to hold up the lines. And I told him, well, I can't call, we have a rule, we can't call the doctor's office, can't make outbound calls. He was like,
Can you get your supervisor to call?
So I'm like, okay. He literally got me trapped. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna go in and call because if I try to transfer to a supervisor, they're just going to get me to call anyway. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go ahead and call your doctor's office. So I'm trying to calm down at this point. I'm trying to recollect myself. I'm trying to calm down. I'm telling you, this man was yelling so hard. I had to turn my phone volume down to the lowest volume. That's how angry and upset he was. So I'm like, okay. So he gives me some numbers and I had to look up other numbers because I had to get to like 3 different numbers just to reach his doctor's office. So I'm on the phone with the receptionist.
So I have this patient on the other line. He's really upset. He says he needs a prior authorization. And I told him that his doctor's office would have to call. But he wanted me to call. So now I'm calling you now. So are you able to start the prior authorization or not?
I didn't say or not, but like you get my gist. As soon as I started speaking, the lady instantly knew who I was talking about. She said, I told this patient that the doctor is busy right now and he can't get to him right away, and that he will get to him once he's done with the patient. And I'm just like, really? You've already spoken to this patient about the situation already, but yet he's on my line yelling at, okay, thank you, ma'am, have a good day. So I'm like, okay, I'll let the patient know. So I clicked back over to on the other line to the gentleman that was on the phone that I was speaking to, and I told him everything that the lady said. I told him that, you know, your doctor's going to call us back once he gets the opportunity, but right now he's busy with another patient, so he's unable to do so. And it was so funny. He was like, okay. I'm like, okay, what? Like, you was literally over here screaming, yelling at me, asking for top management supervisor. Are you just, okay? What do you mean, okay? Like, it was like, I can't describe it, but he had like this peace. Oh, like he was just instantly calm as soon as I said that. He was like, okay, maybe you calling will make a difference. Now, this is the weird part. This is where it gets weird. The next words that he said, literally, you know how you just feel something in your, spirit that you know is coming from God, or it's reaching to you from God, like a message that's reaching to you from God. That's how I felt like my core just knew it. Like, so this is what the man said. He says, I want you to go to bed tonight knowing that you're a hero. You went above and beyond for the sake of humanity. And he said something to the effect of saving or impacting somebody's life. And then he said some other stuff too, but I can't remember it. And I was so upset. I'm like, I wish I could listen back to this phone call, because he said a bunch of other stuff, but I can't remember. And then he goes, the last words were, God bless you always. As he started speaking these last few sentences, I'm literally reaching my head over to my main phone. I have a headset, and then I'm reaching my head over to my phone to hear him clearly. I don't even know why I'm doing that, because I have a headset. So I'm like, that's how like shook I was. I was like, what? Y'all, even the tone of his voice sounded different as he spoke these last few sentences. And I'm just like, what? And I'm just like, what is going on? It was so weird, because I felt like the situation didn't mandate those type of words. You know, going above and beyond for the sake of humanity and impacting somebody's life. I'm just like, hold up. That wasn't that man speaking to me just now. And I knew it in my spirit. So what definitely confirmed the situation was what happened when I woke up the next day. It is so funny. He said, I want you to go to bed tonight knowing that you're a hero. And then I went to bed and woke up that morning and something else really weird happened. So I don't know. That might be for another day. I don't know. But yeah, so that was the time where I felt like God contacted me at work through someone else. I know, it was weird. And I really felt like I was being tested on my patience and endurance on that situation. And clearly I passed. So yeah. So yeah, that's it, y'all. And we will be back for another video next time. So don't forget to stay tuned. And I love you guys. See you guys later. Bye.